All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great day. Good start to the week, hopefully. We're going to get back into checking out all of the new class stuff for all the specs for midnight. So we finished up Rogue and Paladin last night. So we're going to look at Warrior, see what we like and what we don't like for the 3 specs there, and then move on. So well, okay, the game's lagging out on me here. Come on.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. My directive has been...
Alright, so let's swap out of that. See what the Warriors got. We're obviously starting with Fury because it is the best spec. And then we'll move on to probably Arms, then Prop. And see what we get. Oh, so many things. We want... all that first. Edit mode. Okay, there we go. Perfect, look at that. Right in line. Okay. I hope Slayer's the build because I like the Slayer details for Fury. Let's get rid of all that. Okay, so we still have Berserker stance, aggressive combat state that increases damage of your auto attacks by 15%, reduces the duration of Fear Sap and in cap. Beautiful. And defensive stance, DPS, tank, and then I guess Fury still has battle stance, but I wish they would bring back Gladiator stance. That would be nice. A defensive combat state that reduces all damage you take. Yep, okay, still the same. Post haste, movement speed increase, beautiful. War Machine, auto attacks generate 20% more rage. Killing an enemy instantly grants 5 rage and increases movement speed. Yep. War Rage is always a good thing. For Slayer, I don't know how much Thunderclap really matters. Blasts all enemies within 8 yards for 2,000 physical damage and reduces movement speed by 20%. For 10 seconds, deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay. If you know Rend, it also inflicts Rends on all targets. So, good way to spread Rend for Mountain Thane, not so much for Slayer. Leech increased. Do we really? Yeah, we probably need Leech to get down into here, maybe. Impending Victory replaces Victory Rush. 10 rage, melee range, instant 25-second cooldown, instantly attack the target, causing 500 damage and healing you for 30% of maximum health. Killing an enemy that yields experience around and resets it. Keep that. Heroic Leap. Leap through the air toward a target location, slam me down for 200 fizz to all enemies. Yep, always leap. Do we... Stormbolt. Hurls weapon, enemy causing 250 fizz and stunning them. Probably gonna end up taking that, but who knows? Rend, lash out with your weapon, striking all targets within 8 yards for 2,000 fizz instantly and wounding them for an additional 1870 over 15 seconds. Without having Thunderclap, I don't think Rend is something for Slayer. Unless there's another way that Rend can be applied, and I'm just not aware of it. No, okay. So maybe that doesn't get picked up. Second Wind restores 6% health every 1 second when you're not taking damage for 5 seconds, and restores 2% health every 1 second while below 35%. The amount restored increases the closer you are to death. Beautiful. Rampage has a 20% chance to immediately refund 10% of the rage spent. Oh yeah, sorry. Definitely taking that. Reduces the cooldown of Heroic Leap by 15 seconds, and Heroic Leap also increases your movement speed. Beautiful. Pain and Gain. When you take any damage, heal for 2% of your maximum health. This can only occur once every 10 seconds. Now, do we really need Intervene or Interpose? I don't think so. Run at high speed toward an ally, intercepting all melee and ranged attacks against them for 6 seconds while they remain within 10 yards. Or run at high speed at target location near your allies, taking 30% of all damage dealt to allies within 3 yards for 8 seconds, or until you take at least 18,000 damage from this effect. Interesting. So it's an AoE Intervene. Shockwave. Ooh, Shockwave got moved. It used to be over here. Sends a wave of force in a frontal cone, causing 168 damage and stunning all enemies within 10 yards. Yep. Maximum rage increased by 30. Beautiful. Rallying Cry lets loose a Rallying Cry, granting all party or raid members within 40 yards 10% temporary and maximum health for 10 seconds. Health granted increased by 50% when not in a raid. Ooh. Field Dressing. Healing received increased by 3%, and all self-healing increased by an additional 10%. Interesting. Spell Reflection, great for PvP. Not sure how much for PvE. Raise your weapon, reflecting the first spell cast on you and reducing magic damage you take by 20% for 5 seconds. Okay. Wrecking Throw, hurl your weapon, causing 5,000 physical damage, ignoring armor, deals up to 500% for shield. Oh, okay, so this is still, I think it's actually in the same spot too. I don't even think this changed anything. Shatter and Throw breaks bubbles and stuff. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, removing any magical immunities, causing 5,000 fizz. Ignoring armor, deals up to 500. Increased damage to absorb shields. Okay. Shockwave's range is increased by 6 yards, and when it strikes at least 3 targets, its cooldown reduced by 15 seconds. Definitely a Mythic Plus thing. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, Berserker's Shout and Fearless. Okay, so that got moved from up here. Go Berserk, removing and granting immunity to Fear, Sap, and Incap for 6 seconds. Also removes fear effects from group members within 12 yards. Or Fearless. Cooldown of Berserker Rage. Because that replaces Berserker Rage. Okay. Okay, so this Berserker Shout affects your party. Okay. Is reduced by 50%, and Berserker Rage removes all movement speed impairing effects. So it's a 30-second one. Interesting. So for raid, I mean, it's probably always Berserker Shout, but I like this Berserker, or this Fearless one. That sounds kind of cool. Intimidating Shout causes the targeted enemy to cower in fear, while all enemies within 8 yards flee. Piercing Howl snarls all enemies within 12 yards, reducing their movement speed by 70% for, okay. Interesting. Cooldown of Enraged, Regeneration, Intervene, Interpose, Spell Reflection, Stormbolt, and Pummel are all reduced by 10%. That's wild. That's so much. Successfully interrupting an enemy increases the damage you deal to them by 5% for 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so one of these is definitely being taken because you're going to need to get down to that. And you're going to need reinforced plates, so. But now is it just one of these to get here and not that? Armor to the Teeth gains strength and equal to 5% of your armor. Okay, 10%. Double time charge gains 1 additional charge and its cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds. Beautiful. Yeah, we need to. Oh, and we still have 3. So we'll do Intimidating Shout and then stamina increased by 10% and armor increased by 10%. Cool. Oh, the Whirlwind thing's down here now. Okay. Whirlwind and Raging Blow deal 10% more damage and 5% increased critical strike damage. Range of your thrown abilities is increased by 5 yards. Damage dealt by Champion Spear, Shattering Throw, and Wrecking Throw increased by 20%. Shattering Throw and Wrecking Throw silence non-players for 3 seconds. Interesting. Okay. The effects of your shouts last 20% longer. And Bloodthirst deals an additional 5% damage and deals 5% increased critical strike damage. Okay, so it's probably both of those for Raging Blow and Bloodthirst. While dual wielding, your damage is increased by 3%. Oh yeah, okay, so we got to get that somewhere. Probably Resonant Voice, depending. I mean, if you're going Champion Spear, it's going to be Javelineer. Cruel Strikes, critical strike chance increased by 1%. And crit damage of Execute is increased by 10%. Okay. While dual wielding, your damage is increased by 6% and movement speed by 4%. Haste increased by 1% or 2%, and your auto attack critical strikes increase your auto attack speed by 20% for 10 seconds. Okay, a lot going on there. Anger management. Every 20 rage you spend on attacks reduces the remaining cooldown on Avatar and Recklessness by 1 second. Interesting. So you automatically get Avatar and Recklessness now. You don't have to pick them up. Okay, Champion Spear. Throw a spear at the target location, chaining all enemies in the area to the spear's location and dealing 2,000 damage instantly and an additional 3,000 over 6 seconds. While the spear is activating this ability will cause you to leap to the spear. That's cool. Dealing 400 physical damage to all targets. All damage dealt reduced beyond 5 targets. Okay, that's definitely interesting. Stance Mastery. So do they let us stance dance now? Increases your auto attack speed by 3%. When an attack deals 20% or more of your maximum health and damage, that damage is reduced by 15%. Interesting. I wonder if they're trying to bring back stance dancing. Battlefield Commander. Your shout abilities have an additional effect. Battle Shout grants you an additional 3% attack. Rallying Cry grants an additional 2% health and duration is increased by 3 seconds. Piercing Howl, Berserker Shout, and Piercing Howl and Berserk Shout have its radius increased, and Intimidating Shout's cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. Interesting. I like this, but it's probably that and that. Okay, Fury, normal Bloodthirst stuff. Assault the target in a bloodthirsty phrase, dealing 3,000 fizz and restoring 3% of health, generates 8 rage and has a 30% chance to enrage you. Raging Blow, Mighty Blow with both weapons that deal a total of 31 physical damage, 3,100, and Raging Blow has a 25% chance to instantly reset its own cooldown. Generates 12 rage and 2 charges. Somewhere down here is the 2 charge thing. Sudden Death, your attacks have a chance to make your next execute be usable on any target regardless of their health. Yes, absolutely. Enrage increases haste by 15 and movement speed by 10, or Enrage increases mastery by 15 and leech by 3. I think it's Frenzied Enrage. Execute no longer costs rage and now generates 20 rage. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking. While enraged, your auto attacks can no longer miss. Beautiful. Enrage Regeneration reduces damage taken by 30%, and Bloodthirst restores an additional 20% health for 8 seconds. Usable while stunned or incapped. You take 10% reduced damage while Enrage is active. Improved Whirlwind. Whirlwind causes your next 4 single target attacks to strike up to 4 additional targets for 65%. Whirlwind generates 3 rage plus an additional 1 per target hit, maximum of 8. Okay, that's Mythic Plus, but we're looking at Raid right now, so Enrage Regeneration it is. Execute is usable on targets below 35% health, and its cooldown is reduced by 1.5 seconds. Beautiful. Bloodthirst always enrages you the first time you strike a target, and it has a 15% increased chance to trigger Enrage. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Invigorating Fury. Enrage Regeneration lasts 3 seconds longer and instantly heals you for 10% of your maximum health. Not bad. Rampage replaces Slam. Interesting. I think that's new that it replaces Slam. Unleash a series of 4 brutal strikes for a total of 4,500 physical damage, and it enrages you. Raging Blow now has 2 charges and has a 25% chance to instantly reset its own cooldown, up from 15, right? Oh, no, it's... Okay. I think that is what gives it 25% chance. What is this? Rampaging Ruin. While Improved Whirlwind is active, Rampage instead strikes all targets in front of you. That's wild. Okay. Execute inflicts deep wounds on the target, Causes the target to suffer 1700 bleed damage over 6 seconds. If this effect is reapplied, any remaining damage will be applied to the new deep wounds. Bloodthirst and Raging Blow deal increase 5% critical strike damage increased by 5%. Okay. So damage and critical strike damage increased by 5%. Rampage increases the damage of your next Bloodthirst by 10%, stacking up to 2 times, so it can stack up to 20%. Maybe. Kill or be killed. When you would sustain fatal damage, you instead fly into an unstoppable rage, becoming unkillable and immune to movement impairing effects for 8 seconds as you seek revenge on your would-be killer. If you kill your killer in that time, you emerge from your blind rage triumphant, with at least 20% of your max health intact. If you are not victorious, you die. This effect can only occur once every 5 minutes, so it's bubble for a warrior. But it's funny because warrior in Guild Wars 2 has an ability when you're downed that you can do this. So it's very funny that they pulled that. I do like it, but I don't know if it's going to be what we're picking. Each Rampage strike has a 25% chance to refund a charge of Raging Blow. Definitely that. While enraged, Bloodthirst and Raging Blow deal 10% increased damage. Yep. Whirlwind deals 50% additional damage when it hits 3 or more targets. Okay. So if you're Mythic Plus, you're grabbing all 3 of those. Cold Steel Hot Blood. Bloodthirst critical strikes generate additional 4 rage and inflict a gushing wound that deals 1000 bleed damage over 6 seconds and heals you for the damage dealt. Maybe. Rage Drinker. Bloodthirst critical strikes restore 3% additional health and increase the damage of Raging Blow by 10% for 4 seconds. Maybe. Recklessness. Go Berserk, increasing all rage generation by 50% and granting your abilities 20% increased critical strike chance. Raging Blow increases the damage of your next Bloodthirst by 5%, stacking up to 5 times. Raging Blow deals 15% increased damage, and while enraged, Raging Blow has a 10% increased chance to instantly reset you up. Bloodthirst's critical strike chance increased by 5%, and if you are enraged, Bloodthirst extends your enrage by 0.5 seconds. This extension is doubled if Bloodthirst critically strikes your primary target. Okay, I like that. And that's going to be actually increased by 10%, and if you're enraged, extends your enrage by maybe 1 second. And then crit up to 2 seconds. Rampage increases your haste by 2% for 12 seconds. Multiple instances may overlap. Raging Blow's critical strike chance increased by 5% and critical strike damage. Okay, 10 and 10. So blood. Oh, I thought I already had that. Oh. Bloodthirst deals 25% increased damage to enemies who are below 35% health. Odin's Fury. Unleash your power, dealing 4,500 physical damage and an additional 4,300 bleed damage over 4 seconds to all enemies within 12 yards. Enrages you and generates 20 rage. Bloodthirst causes your bleeds to deal 20% additional damage for 8 seconds. Nice. When Raging Blow resets its own cooldown, your auto attack damage and speed is increased by 30% for 6 seconds. Now this sounds like a cool freaking Fury Warrior build. Executioner's Wrath. Execute generates 5 additional rage and increases the damage of Rampage by 10% for 4 seconds. That sounds pretty good. Activating Recklessness generates 50 rage, and while Recklessness is active, Raging Blow and Bloodthirst are upgraded to Crushing Blow and Bloodbath. Crushing Blow deals increased damage and deals 20% additional critical strike damage, and Bloodbath deals increased damage and wounds the target to suffer 500 bleed damage over 6 seconds. Using Bloodbath on the target affected by Bloodbath extends the bleed by 6 seconds. Where's Dragon's Roar? They got rid of Dragon's Roar. Interesting. Oh, Avatar. Oh, you have to pick between Avatar and Bladestorm. Interesting. I love Bladestorm. I do. But Avatar. Transform into a Colossus, increasing all damage you deal by 20% and increasing your movement speed by 5% for 20 seconds. Or Bladestorm, become an unstoppable storm of destructive force, striking all nearby enemies for 10,800 physical damage over 3 seconds. Deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. You are immune to movement impairing and loss of control effects, but can use defensive abilities and can avoid attacks. Interesting. They've really ramped up Bladestorm. Okay. I think Maybe that one? I don't think it's that one, but yeah, maybe it is. Okay. So we have Slayer's Dominance. Your attacks against your primary target have a 50% chance to overwhelm their defenses and trigger a Slayer's Strike, dealing 5,600 physical damage and granting you a stack of Executioner, increasing your execute damage by 3% for 12 seconds. Multiple stacks may overlap. Imminent Demise. Every 3 Slayer strikes, you gain sudden death. Okay, so every 3 Slayer strikes. Okay, I'm liking that. Accelerates, using sudden death accelerates your next Blade Storm, striking 1 additional time. Max up to 3. Blade Storm's total duration is unchanged. Okay, so what if you're not using Blade Storm? Is that useless? You heal for 15% of the damage dealt by sudden death. Executioner also increases your execute, critical strike chance, and critical strike damage by 3% per stack. Okay, so that's interesting. If you're not using Blade Storm, is that just a useless section? Requires Blade Storm talent. So they're making you play Blade Storm. Why even put it as a choice then? If they're going to force you to play Blade Storm, why put it as a choice option? Makes 0 sense. Each strike of Blade Storm applies Overwhelmed to all enemies affected, increasing damage you deal to them by 1% for 20 seconds, max 5 stacks. Dude, who was developing this game, man? I know I say it all the time. WoW developers do not play their own game. They truly do not. Because how does this make sense? Why? This is a choice option. So if you don't choose Blade Storm, these two are essentially, this is definitely useless because you have to have Blade Storm. But this is essentially useless because it has no effect on Avatar. So don't even make this a choice. Just make this Blade Storm. It's fucking ridiculous. Charge increases your movement speed by 70% for 30 seconds. Charge removes all movement impairing effects. That's nice. Vicious Agility. Heroic Leap reduces the cooldown of Charge by 5 seconds, and Charge reduces the cooldown of Heroic Leap by 2 seconds. I kind of like Relentless Pursuit, but I think this is better. I don't know. Let's try Relentless Pursuit. I like the sound of that one. Requires Blade Storm talent. So again, dude, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You have to go Blade Storm. Blade Storm puts you into a battle trance, granting you 50% haste for 8 seconds after you stop Blade Storming. Bloodthirst critical strikes. Dude, you're giving up one of the most iconic warrior talents in Avatar because they don't know how to design a class. So I almost wonder if Slayer's not even going to be used. I almost wonder if it's going to be Mountain Thane. Bloodthirst critical strike increases the damage of your next Bloodthirst by 20%, or when Raging Blow resets its own cooldown, your next Raging Blow deals 10% additional damage and 10% additional critical damage, striking up to 2 times. Yeah, because we're so much into Raging Blow. Raging Blow and execute damage increased by 20%. Let's see, what is this? Each strike of Blade Storm deals an additional 10% damage, evenly split, or your next Rampage after Blade Storm end deals 50% additional damage. Executioner's duration is increased by 6 seconds. Executioner also increases your execute, critical strike chance, and critical strike damage by 30% per stack. Bloodthirst has a 25% chance to cause you to unleash a flurry of steel, striking all nearby enemies for 6,000 physical damage and applying Overwhelmed. Deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. Or every 2 strikes of Blade Storm, you automatically cast a Bloodthirst at your target or random nearby enemy, dealing 100% of normal damage. Okay, I mean, it's probably that, and then that, and they probably leave That one. Using sudden death causes you... Ooh, I don't know. That's probably a good one. Yeah, probably that one and that one. Using sudden death causes you to both reduce the cooldown of Blade Storm by 5 seconds and apply 1 stack of Overwhelmed to your primary target per stack of Executioner you have. You can use Pummel or Stormbolt while Blade Storming. Ah, okay. Okay, so I think that's probably the Fury build for Slayer. But my guess is that it's probably going to be Mountain Thane. Because why would you lock yourself into playing Blade Storm? Now if you're going Mythic Plus, it's probably... I mean, you could just do the Bleed build, but you're going to want these options over here, I think. Damn, look at the guild getting guild achievements. Each rampage strike has a 25% chance to refund a charge of Raging Blow. I mean, at this point, are you really wanting to... I mean, you need Raging Blow, I would assume, for probably bosses. Bloodthirst critical strikes restore... I mean, maybe you don't need that one. I mean, that's even more important on Mythic Plus, I feel, because you can switch targets. I mean, do you maybe get rid of that and grab those? Oh, hold on. I'm being dumb. Give me a second. Hold on. New loadout. Slayer Raid. Okay, and then what do we get rid of? That and that. For those? I mean, honestly, it's probably going to be Mountain Thane for Mythic Plus, just because Thunderclap Rend is so powerful. Okay, let's actually swap over, because I do think it's going to be Mountain Thane for Mythic Plus. It's probably going to be that. Probably that. Probably that. Yep. And then I want to try to find something for that. Is it maybe that? Okay. So for Mountain Thane, Lightning Strikes. Damaging enemies with Thunderclap, Raging Blow, or Execute has 25% chance to also strike one with a Lightning Bolt. Dealing 950 nature damage, Lightning Strikes occur 30% more often during Avatar. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Yeah, so they want Mountain Thane or Avatar and Mountain Thane, Blade Storm, and Slayer. Okay, that's literally the way they design it. Storm Strike or Nature Damage, your abilities deal is increased by 5%, and Storm Strike damage ignores armor. Thunderclap damage increased by 40%, no longer costs Rage, and now generates 8 Rage. Yeah. Improved Whirlwind, Meat Cleaver, and Barbaric Training affect Thunderclap in addition to Whirlwind. Yep. So that's going to happen. Improved Whirlwind, right? Yeah, okay. Meat Cleaver. Okay, beautiful. And Barbaric Training. Where the hell is Barbaric Training? Oh, Barbaric Training over here somewhere? And I'm just dumb? Oh, barbaric training. Beautiful. Okay, cool. We already had that anyways. Nice. Shield Slam. Oh, hold on. Shield Slam and Bloodthirst have a 30% chance to grant you Thunder Blast, stacking up to 2 charges. Your Thunderclap becomes a Thunder Blast that deals 2,000 Storm Strike damage and generates 2 rate. Sure. Thunder Blast calls down a Lightning Strike on an enemy it hits, or activating Recklessness grants a charge of Thunder Blast. Oh, probably gonna be that one. Lightning Strikes also deal 275 nature damage to enemies near their target. Damage reduced. Okay, maybe not. Shield Slam, damage increased by 15%, and Bloodthirst and Rampage damage increased by 25%. Okay. Avatar increases the damage of Thunderclap by 50% and reduces its cooldown by 50%. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely want you to be Avatar with this one. Okay. What do we have here? Stormbolt hits 2 additional nearby targets, stunning them for 2 seconds, but its cooldown is increased. Or intervening a target grants them a shield for 5 seconds that absorbs magic damage. I don't have either one of these. I don't have either one. Physical damage taken reduced by 2%. Thunder Blast reduces damage you take by 8% for 5 seconds. That's nice. Ooh. Steadfast as the Peaks. Stamina is increased by 5%. That's nice. Impending Victory increases your maximum health by 10% for 5 seconds. When this health increase expires, you heal for any amount of the original Impending Victory that healed you in excess of your full health. That does sound nice, but I still think it's this one. Lightning Strike damage increased by 10%. Oh, and critical strike damage increased by 10%. Okay. Your attacks trigger lightning strikes 30% more often. Lightning strikes generate 3 rage. Rage and blow and execute. Yeah, see, that's a good one to have. But these two kind of suck. Lightning strikes have 15% chance to make your next 2 Bloodthirst have no cooldown, deal 35% increased damage, and generates 2 additional rage. During Avatar, Thunder Blast extends Avatar's duration. Yeah, that's crazy. Casting Avatar grants you 2 charges of Thunder Blast and resets the cooldown of Thunderclap. While Avatar is not active, Lightning Strikes have 10% chance to grant you Avatar for 4 seconds. Your next Thunderclap becomes a Thunder Blast that deals Storm Strike damage. Dude, this is crazy. Mountain Thane's definitely Mythic Plus. 100%. It might even be fucking Raid, dude. It might even be Raid, to be completely honest. Let's see what the quote-unquote pros recommend. We'll check Mythic Plus first because that's what we're sitting in. Slayer and Mountain Thane are fairly even on single target damage, but Mountain Thane pulls ahead in most AoE situations. What a surprise. Didn't see that coming at all. Oh, they don't take post haste. Interesting. Well, this one doesn't. They don't recommend post haste. Good, good. No leech. Good. Oh, they don't take second wind. Good, good. Good. So let's see. So 1, 2. Yep. 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 Ooh, they do keep the maximum rage. Okay. And they take... Oh, they do not take the extra healing. They do take spell reflection. But they don't take honed reflexes. Okay. And they take wrecking throw. Okay. No increase on shockwave or reset. Oh, and they don't take this at all. Oh, it is that one. Nice. It is piercing health. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so it is this one, not this one, because you're taking champ. Hold on. So you take this specifically for wrecking throw. You do not chain. There's no way, right? Bloodthirst deals. Okay. Oh, I guess because it interacts with Bloodthirst. Okay. So you take Battlefield Commander, but you don't take Resonant Voice. You take Javelin. Okay. How? Why? What? I'm so confused. Why are you taking this and not this? And this and not this? What are we doing here? But I was right. So this is correct. Ooh, we even got that one right. Oh, they recommend that one. I guess because the stamina overall is just better. But yeah, I mean, we got this pretty good. I only got that one wrong. And I said they'd probably take that one, but that one sounds better, so. But this I got way wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. This just baffles me, dude. Okay. Oh. So good, 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 good. They don't take Enraged Regeneration or Paint, Improved Whirlwind. They don't take Massacre, which is shocking. And they don't take Rampaging Ruin. I guess because they want Improved Whirlwind because of Thunderclap. I guess they don't want to shift it to Rampage. So, I mean, that makes sense. Oh, they do take these two. Oh. Oh my goodness, they don't take... Okay. Sure. 2, 1. Good, good. Oh, okay, so I'm on the wrong side. So they take... Cold Steel, Hot Steel. So they put a lot into Bloodthirst. Okay. Good, good, good. Hold on, I missed one here, chat. Oh, yeah. Enraged Regeneration for Vicious Contempt. Bloodthirst deals 25% increased damage to enemies who are below 35%. Okay, I'm so confused. Why are we going so heavy into Bloodthirst instead of into Massacre, which is Execute, which is our actual Execute, instead of now we're putting fucking, like, what are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just so confusing. It is so confusing. Okay, so that is what one guide recommends. Let's see. Yep. Oh, and look at that. They do recommend Slayer for Raid and Mountain Thane for Mythic Plus. What a surprise. Oh, and look at that. So does the other one. So damn, I'm good. Still no My Fury Warrior, boys. Okay, so let's check the Warrior tree for this one. So this is for Mythic Plus. Okay, so yes, yes. They still don't take Post Haste. Good. Oh, they don't take Thunderclap. They take Stormbolt. Okay, I'm going to have to disagree with that one. You're putting everything into Thunderclap. Why would you not want its radius to be increased by 50%? And it's a slow. Like this, I'm swapping this. I'm not taking that. Good, good. Oh, they don't even take Bounding Stride. That's crazy. They do take that. Good, good, good. Oh, because they take... Okay. Oh. But in this one, they do take Fearless. Oh, fucking thank you. Holy shit. Okay, this is the guide we're following, chat. Because in this one, they actually take the things that go together. It's crazy. It's crazy that you take the two talents that go together. Oh, but they're not taking Piercing Howl. Interesting. So you don't take Piercing Howl, and you don't take Crackling Thunder. So in Mythic Plus, your AoE slows and stuff you're not taking. I don't get that. But they also take Rumbling Earth. Oh, but they have to take this to get here, so that's why they do that. Okay, well, here's the thing. We're getting rid of Spell Effect for that. Yeah, okay. Now, we're back more to our original look. Fantastic. We like that. Oh, their hero talents they recommend differently. They did. They wanted to go to this one bad. So they got rid of that one and that one because they want. Oh, and they got rid of this because they want boom. Oh, they want the Stormbolt one. We don't have it. We don't have either one of these. But we'll go Stormbolt. And we'll take that. Okay. Now, my guess is that they're going to go more into execute because they went for this. Okay. So let's see. Oh, see? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I still got that one. But good, good. Good, 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 good. Good. Oh, they don't go this one, though. But they go for the execute one, which makes so much sense. Okay, so that's how they still keep this one. Interesting. But I like this because we're going into execute. Makes sense, you know. Okay, so I do kind of like that one. Overall, that's a little bit closer to what we were looking at. So we're going to stick with that one. Let's see what this third one says. Yeah, see, much better. But they also don't run Bounding Stride. Actually, hold on. We could do that and that. Okay. Good, good. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, much better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm okay with that too. Why do I feel like this is the same guide writer for both of these? Oh, because it probably is, because he's the only one that makes warrior stuff. It is. It's the same guy. So there's literally no point looking at both of them because it's the same person. Okay, so he already has that one out. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. And I'm okay with giving up these two for these two, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's see what he recommends for Slayer, which is the rated version. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the dumb one first. Because for some reason, this guide is terrible. Let's see what they have to say, though. Yeah, okay, so same thing. Use the spec if you want to play Slayer in a single target fight. If there is any cleave, then the cleave build is superior. No shit. Oh, hey. Good, good. Oh, nice. I was right. And that's the only one you take over here. Perfect, but I got the post haste wrong. Good. Oh, you do take Rend. Interesting. Good, good. Take Rend instead. Good, 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 good. Hey, look at that. Oh, you get rid of Shockwave. Okay. Good, good, nice. They take Spell Reflect. I guess to block one big hit. And they don't take this. They take this instead. I guess if there's a section where there's... I guess if there's a section where there's a shield, that's just supposed to demolish it. Oh, and they do take Piercing Howl to slow ads. Good, 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 good. Dude, and they're doing this stupid shit again. I mean, I did it. So I can't really bitch too much because I fucking did it. Like an idiot. But they're recommending that. Okay, they love this for some reason. But I mean, that goes with that, so... I guess Champion Spear is just not tuned well. Oh, and this is way wrong. This is way wrong. They go here, 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 here. Okay, let's see what they say for good, 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 good. Oh, look at this. We are killing the Slayer one, though. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got this one. One. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We only got one wrong, chat. On the actual Fury side, we only got one wrong from this recommended build. This is the god awful one, but look at that. We only got one wrong. Nice. Okay. Let's see what they recommend from the other guide. Ooh, see this one they recommend post haste. Nice. I like this one better because I had post haste. Yep. Okay. Ooh, this is way closer to what I had. Oh, but they don't take second wind. Oh, they. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, they don't take that. They take that. 212. So I did have this one right, even though my dumbass put that. Yeah, this is closer to what I had. Because I had this, I had that. So I swapped that one and that one. So I in this one I only had two wrong. Oh, but they don't take this or this. They take this and this. But we got that and that right, so that's nice. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Oh, see, they don't take this one. They take this. Okay, I was here, so it's still one. Good, 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 good. Oh, oh, they still take. They say fuck it. They take Avatar. They say fuck Cyclone. We're taking or Bladestorm. We're taking Avatar. They say fuck these talents. They say we do not care. We're taking Avatar. Okay, I want to see if he mentions. I want to see why doesn't he say anything about the fact that they fucked that up? Dude, if I was a guide writer, I'd be like, look, there's some idiots and they fucked up the talents. Just ignore them and go Avatar. Because it's ridiculous. Like, what are we doing here? Why do we have three talents that you, or four talents in this that forces you into this, but they give you a fucking option? That's terrible, Blizzard. That's terrible. Okay. So, that's just so crazy to me, dude. That he just said, fuck it. Don't even take Bladestorm. Give me 1 second, chat. I need to get some water. Okay, chat, we're back. Yeah, so let's get rid of that. Let's do the cool build. Let's do mountain thing. Okay. So, oh my god, look at this. Look at this massive bar. 4 or 5, get rid of that. That should be 9. Ooh, disable's gone, isn't it? Or hamstring's gone. Or is it just in the spell book? Oh no, there it is. It's still there. Okay, we're good. We should probably do single AoE. Something like that. Probably makes a little bit more sense. Good. Oh, Stormbolt. Good. Good, 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 good. Let's see. This was Slam. That was Slam, chat. But we're gonna do that. Alright, beautiful. So that's all set. That looks good. Okay. Now, what do we got here? Battle Shout, Shift E. Berserker stances. Oh, there's our stance. Charge, execute, hamstring. Nope. Rend. Ooh. I do need to see if there's something else that applies Rend. Rallying Cry, Shift 3, big defensive. Kick. Impending Victory, Shift 2. No Shield Slam. Ooh, actually. Let's do Impending Victory on E. See what that feels like. Good. Bloodthirst, Odin's Fury, Raging Blow, Rampage, and Recklessness. Okay, cool. Simple enough. I'm okay with that. Now, if we do go Stormbolt, if we do go Champion Spear, if we do go Intimidating Shout, ooh, if I do go Innervate or Interpose, where do I put those? Don't know yet. If we go Blade Storm, nope. If I do go Blade Storm, and ooh, Enrage Regeneration. Where would that go? I mean, that should be Shift 2. Yeah, probably. Okay. Now, where do I put Rend? Q. Z. Okay. Control 9. To get out of... I mean, maybe? I don't really know. I don't really know where else to put them. Okay, get rid of those. Go ahead and open those. Get rid of that. And use that. Okay. Then, I gotta figure out where to put Rend. Talents. Rend. Oh, I don't have to put it anywhere because I'm in Mountain Thing. And it inflicts Rend. Cool. Alright, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. That is Warrior. Okay. Sorry, that's Fury. Let's look at Arms. See what Arms is looking like. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and get all that done. Get rid of all of this. Get rid of all of this. Now, so you mean to tell me that Arms doesn't even have Blade Storm, it's just automatically Avatar? Dude, who is designing the warrior class? Somebody put Bajira in charge and just let him do his thing. Just let him do it. Save everybody. Save all warrior players. Please. I don't know. I think it's gonna end up being Colossus, man. Is this still channeled? Yeah, it is. So I don't know if it's gonna be Colossus then. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, so battle stance, balanced combat state that increases critical strike chance of abilities and reduces duration of movement impairing effects by 10%. And then defense stance. Movement speed, War Machine, Leech, Impending Victory, 2. Now that might be okay in this one. Yes. Rend maybe? Yeah. Let's do that. I mean, it's probably the same, dude. That's probably the same. That's probably pretty close. Okay. So we have Mortal Strike, a vicious strike that deals 6,000 physical damage and reduces effectiveness of healing on target by 50% for 10 seconds. Beautiful. MS, always solid. Okay, so Overpower, still good. Overpower the enemy, dealing 4,200 physical damage, cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried. Sudden Death. Okay, your attacks have a chance to make your next execute cost no rage, be usable on any target regardless of their health, and deal rage as if it spent 40 damage. Ooh. Ignore pain. I thought that was only for pride. Interesting. You are healed for 85% of the bleed damage dealt by rend and deep wounds. No, it's ignore pain. Die by the sword. Fight through the pain, ignoring 50% of damage taken by 12 seconds or until 10,500 damage has been prevented. And it's 20-second cooldown, no rage. That's beautiful. Die by the sword increases your parry chance by 100% and reduces all damage you take by 30% for 8 seconds. Beautiful. Same. Nothing crazy. Blood surge damage from rend has a chance to generate 5 rage. Overpower has 2 charges and deals 50% more damage. Beautiful. Execute no longer has a cooldown, and if your foe survives, 10% of the rage spent is refunded. That's great. If Cleave or Whirlwind hits 3 or more targets, you also slam your primary target. This slam deals 50% additional damage. Okay, that is Mythic Plus. So we're going to go damage from Rend has a chance to generate 5 rage. You have a 30% chance to gain charge of Overpower when you use an attack that has a rage cost. This effect applies even if that ability's rage cost has been reduced to 0. That's nice. Colossus Smash. Smash the ground and shatter the armor of all enemies within 10 yards, dealing 3,200 physical damage and increasing the damage you deal to them by 30% for 10 seconds. Beautiful. Impale. Critical strike damage of your abilities is increased by 10%. Love that. Alright, we got a lot of choice notes here. 3 of them, actually. Brute Force. Slam has a 10% increased chance to trigger Tactician. Efficiency. Slam's rage cost is reduced by 25%. We'll have to figure out what Tactician is. Hold on. There it is, Tactician. Okay. Oh, literally right there. You have a 30% chance to gain a charge of Overpower. Okay. So this Slam has a 10... Yeah, it's probably that. It's probably that one. Overpower deals 25% additional damage to targets below 35% health. Okay, so Overpower becomes Execute adjacent. Overpower and Slam deal damage increase 5% and critical strike damage increase by 5%. Critical strike chance of Slam and Overpower is also increased. Okay? So 10% chance for overpower and slam to crit, and it does 10% more damage of crit and just 10% damage overall. That's so wordy. Who's writing these things, man? Colossus Smash generates 15 rage. Okay. Or Colossus Smash grants sweeping strikes. That is great for Mythic Plus. But it's going to be that for raid. Mortal Strike, Cleave, and Execute damage increased by 7%, and Critical Strike damage by it's 10 for both. Beautiful. Cleave replaces Whirlwind. Oh, it replaces Whirlwind now. Interesting. Okay. Strikes all enemies in front of you for 2300 physical damage, deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Does Whirlwind get a reduce? Yeah. Okay. Unleash a Whirlwind of Steel, striking all nearby targets. 2100. So you get an extra, what, 100 damage? 3.8 second cooldown. No cooldown. This costs 20 rage. That costs 20 rage. What are we doing here? There's no benefit to that. I'm so confused. There's no benefit to that. Sweeping Strikes affects 6 additional damaging single target abilities. Secondary targets take an additional 25% damage from Sweeping Strikes. Okay? So either more single target attacks are doing AoE damage, or the damage is being increased. Overpower and Slam increase the damage of your next Mortal Strike by 5%, stacking up to 3 times. Beautiful. Overpower causes a seismic wave, dealing 2,000 damage to all enemies in a 10-yard line, deals reduced damage beyond 5. That's probably still Mythic Plus. Deep Wounds, there we go. Execute inflicts deep wounds on the target, causes the target to suffer 2175 bleed damage over 6 seconds. If it's reapplied, any remaining damage will be added to the new deep wounds. Fantastic. Tactical Edge. Colossus Smash causes your next 2 Mortal Strikes to have a 100% increased chance to trigger Tactician. That sounds nice. Okay, so single target, AoE. Colossus Smash causes your next 3 Cleaves within 20 seconds to trigger the cooldown. So I wonder, if you don't use Cleave, does that affect Whirlwind? Execute usable on targets 35% of health or below. Cleave and Whirlwind deal 25% additional damage to targets below. Okay. When an ability used during Sweeping Strikes damages a second target, your next Cleave or Whirlwind deals 25% increased damage. See, all of these are good. They're all stating Whirlwind or Cleave. This one does not. Bloodborne, your bleed effects deal 5% increased, 10% increased damage, and 10% increased critical strike damage. Beautiful. Ah, here it is. Bladestorm or Ravager. Interesting. Bladestorm. Let's see what the Ravager does. Throws a whirling weapon at your target that chases nearby enemies, inflicting 7,500 physical damage to all enemies over 10 seconds. Deals reduced damage beyond 8. Cleave and Whirlwind deal 50% increased damage while Ravager is active. Okay. Single target, AoE. Because you can have this up and continue to Cleave and Whirlwind. Execute critical strike, chance increased by 5%, and execute immediately refunds an additional 10% of the rage spent. Ooh, 10% and 20. Nice. Okay, like that. Overpower has a 35% chance to reset the cooldown of Mortal Strike. Rend and Deep Wound bleed effects last 33% longer and have a 5% increased critical strike chance. If you have Rend, Mortal Strike inflicts Rend on targets. Okay, cool. Execute increases the damage of your next Mortal Strike by 35%. Mortal Strike has a 50% chance to apply a Fatal Mark to your target, stacking up to 5 times. Your next Execute on target with Fatal Mark causes it to deal... Okay, I like that. Tactician has 10% increased chance to trigger. Ooh, Mortal Wounds. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely missing something to get these two. I just gotta figure out what that is. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, because if you're running Bloodborne, you kind of want this one. I mean, I technically could get rid of one of those and grab Master Tactician. I wonder if they don't run this. I doubt that, but... Okay, so I have to have that one. I gotta have one of these. I mean, do I? Do I have to have that one? Maybe not. Maybe we take that. Maybe Martial Prowess isn't taken. I doubt it. I doubt that. I mean, maybe. I don't know where else to lose a point from. I mean, I doubt that all 6 of these are actually being taken. That's definitely being taken. I mean, maybe. I don't... Okay. Okay. I'm definitely missing these 2. Or one of them. Maybe... No, I have to have that to get that. I mean, maybe... Maybe it's just that. Or maybe it's that. Because Mortal Strike and Cleave critical strikes. So Mortal Strike, critical strikes, inflicts deep wounds. Causes the target to suffer. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe this doesn't get picked. Maybe this doesn't get picked. But this does. So I mean, this one, this could go here, this could go here. I think this is the flexible one. And there's no way they're not picking Avatar. Okay. Unleash a series of precise and powerful strikes against your target, dealing 17,000 damage to hit and 10,000 damage to enemies within 8 yards. While channeling, Demolish, you take 10% less damage and are immune to stuns, knockbacks, and forced movement effects. You can block, parry, dodge, and use certain defensive abilities while channeling Demolish. Okay. Critical strikes damage of your abilities is increased by 10%, and the amount of damage blocked by your critical blocks is increased. Colossal Might increases damage dealt by your next Demolish by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Mortal Strike grants a stack of Colossal Might, and Cleave grants a stack of Colossal Might when it strikes 3 or more targets. Okay? Shockwave, which we don't have, stun duration is increased by 1 second and reduces the movement speed of affected enemies by 40% for 3 seconds after the stun ends. Shockwave also knocks enemies into the air and its cooldown is reduced by 5%. By 5 seconds. We don't have Shockwave, so. Demolishes... Oh, hold on. Let's just... let's see. Let's see which route we skip. Demolish's final strike applies deep wounds to all targets at 100% effectiveness. Sounds great. Shockwave, Cleave, and Whirlwind. So none of what we have. Well, we have Whirlwind, but deal 5% more damage per target affected. Okay. Colossal Might increases the damage of your rend and deep wounds by 5% per stack. Mythic plus, single target. Colossal Might increases the damage of your overpower. Yep. By 3% per stack, sorry. Damage prevented by each use of Ignore Pain is increased by 20%. Nice. Veteran Vitality. When your health is brought below 35%, you gain Second Wind healing you for 12% of your max health over 2 seconds. Every 60 seconds. Okay, it's probably just Ignore Pain. Mortal Strike. Critical strikes increase your rend and deep wounds damage by 25% for 8 seconds. Beautiful. Mortal Strike, Cleave, and Slam damage increased by 15%. Okay. Mortal Strike, critical strikes grant an additional stack of Colossal Might. You deal 5% more damage and take 5% less damage, and size is increased by 5%. Demolish's final strike grants 10% haste for 10 seconds and increases the critical strike chance of your next Mortal Strike by 100%. Colossal Might stacks up to 10 times. If you would gain a stack of Colossal Might and are at max, the cooldown of Demolish is reduced by 2 seconds. Enemies affected by Demolish take up to 10% more damage from you and deal up to 10% less damage to you for 10 seconds based on the number of stacks of Colossal Might consumed by Demolish. Okay. I mean, maybe this one. Maybe it's that right there. Okay. So I think this is roughly what Colossal. I think Colossal's probably going to be. I mean, who knows? It could be Slayer. I could be completely wrong on this. I don't know much about arms, but reading how Slayer worked for Fury, not a huge fan. Okay, so I think that's probably Colossus Raid. Now Slayer could be Mythic Plus because Bladestorm. Ooh, I don't know. Bladestorm. Yeah, this might actually be the single target. This actually might be their single target one. Hold on. Hold on. Let's change it. Slayer Raid. Because Bladestorm seems to be single target, Ravager seems to be AoE. So, we want, yes. I'm probably going to skip these. Yeah, probably going to skip those. Okay. Each strike of Bladestorm. Yeah, that and that. So it's probably going to be that. And then I still think that's the same. But yeah, I changed my mind. I think Slayer's probably going to be the raid for arms. Okay, so there's that. Let's check. Where'd it go? Arms. I wonder if it's this. I think he only does Fury. Arms. Arms. Okay, yeah, so he does both. He does Fury and Arms. That's crazy. That poor guy. Struggling out there. Okay. Then I think Colossus is going to be the AoE. I think this will be Mythic Plus. Oh, hold on. I'm being dumb here. Let's pause for a second. Okay. Then we want new loadout. Sis Mythic Plus. Because it seems like Colossus has more of the AoE focused stuff. Okay. So that side definitely get rid of that. Now I don't know if I think it's probably that. 40% chance to gain a charge of overpower when you use an attack. Yeah, that's probably still staying. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. I mean, maybe that, because you're spreading bleed so much, but I don't know. Ignore pain is just so nice. Man, there's no... Man, I don't know. This is a tough one. Because now I gotta figure out how to get 1, 2, 3. I mean, is it... I don't think it's that one. I don't. Oh yeah, I have to have some. I have to have these. Overpower and slam damage increased by... Man, I need... See, that's the thing. I have to have that to get that. And that to get that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. But then there's no point in having that. I mean, is it maybe that? Ravager. I just don't see them not taking this, like the bleeds. I mean, is it maybe that? And then maybe that doesn't get picked up? I doubt that doesn't get picked up. I mean, yeah, no. There's definitely something I'm missing to get that. But that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with something like this. I think that's it. Let's see what the guides recommend. Let's check the bad one first. Okay, so let's see. Colossus is stronger in AoE while Slayer is stronger on a single target. Makes sense. So in Mythic Plus, it is going to be Colossus, which is good. Oh, and this is perfect. Good. Which one is that? Okay, good. It is arterial bleeding. Look at that. We're so smart. This is actually exactly what... Oh, that means I'm following the bad guide. Good, good. Oh, they don't take the leech. Interesting. Good, good. Oh, but they do take second wind. Okay, so I'm okay with that. All of this is correct. Oh, they don't take the... They take shockwave. Interesting. Oh, because they want to take this nonsense still. Yeah, I can't listen to this guide, man. I can't listen to this guide because they make this so weird. Good, good, good. Oh, they do take the bleed. Interesting. I was saying they might because just with how much there is and you're spreading bleeds, I could definitely see it. Good, 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 good. Oh, they do take that and that. They don't take this. Or this. Or this. So they overload this side. This is kind of crazy. So they take that and that. They do take this, 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 this. They take this. This. Okay, so I'm not... So actually, I'm not too far off. Oh, but they do take that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was 9 off. Looking at the what I think is the worst of the two builds. Yeah, cool. This guide says the same thing, that Slayer single target raid and Colossus is Mythic Plus. Ooh, they take leeching strikes, nice, but they don't take post haste. Or sorry, fast footwork. They take Stormbolt. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, good. Oh, they don't take the extra rage. They take Stormbolt or Shockwave. And they don't take the extra healing. They take these two. Okay. I can see... Oh, you sons of bitches. So I can meet you halfway with those. I'm not giving up the extra rage. And they also take this. And they also take... Oh, they also do this weird nonsense. Why? Oh, they don't take that. They take that. Okay. Oh, because they have to take something to get here. That's why. We're taking Fearless. Good, 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 good. And they do this. Oh, they do that because of that. Well, we're not doing that. 2, 2. Okay. So, the only thing we don't... I mean, dude, having that shockwave reset is nice. Fuck it. Oh. Oh, and they also take these, but they take this one. Oh, yeah, because it's Mythic Plus. I mean, either one, actually. Because this one's good because Rend and Deep Wounds heals you. bleed, damage dealt by rend and deep wounds. So either one is probably viable. Do you want more healing or do you want more damage? I think that one's kind of dealer's choice. All right, good, 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 good. Ooh, they take this instead of this. Damn it, they don't take either of these. They take this and this. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, and they also, okay. So this and that is way off. 1, 1, 1. They do take Ravager, they take Cleave. Where am I missing this one? Oh, the Execute. Yeah, Execute increases damage. Okay. Okay, so that's what they recommend for Colossus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not terrible. Not terrible. See what the Slayer raid looks like. There we go. Okay. So again, they do not take fast footwork, but they do take leech, so that's good. Yep, yep. Oh, they take, nice. Okay, so they take that one. Good. Good, good. Nice, beautiful. Okay. All of these things I'm loving. Good, they take that. They take that. We're sticking with this. Good, good, good. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Nice. Man, fine. Whatever. I get it. I get it. We'll take it. And I'm going to have to switch my Fury around too, and my other arms. But I get why they're taking that. Because if there's ever shields, which there are, you're basically getting rid of the shield by itself. And this helps. Damage dealt by Wrecking Throw. No, I mean, it silences them. What? Damage dealt by Wrecking Throw is increased by 20%. Okay. Yeah, I see why they do it. Because it's doing 7,200 plus 20% plus 500%. But dude, I mean, getting rid of movement impairing effects is nice too. Like, why are we not? And then you get the shouts last longer. And its radius is increased. Yeah, okay, hold on. I kind of like that. So it's 6 seconds. But now it lasts 20% longer, which is 1/5. So, roughly a second, like 1.2 seconds. So now it's 7.2 seconds, I think. And its radius is increased by 100%. So 48 yards. So that should cover your entire raid, right? Let's check what that looks like. Wait, what? Oh, because, okay, hold on. Let's see something. So this is going to drop down to what? 5 seconds and 12 yards? 6 seconds and 12 yards. Okay. So that's already being counted into it. Okay. Damn. Okay, now I see why they probably say, and it's a 1-minute cooldown. Is that really worth it? I mean, you do get your entire group out of fears, incapacitations, and saps. I mean, maybe that is worth it. I mean, I guess it just depends on if there's absorb shield or not. Oh, but I got this way wrong. Oh, so they do not take unrelenting onslaught. Interesting. They go this and get rid of these 3. They take these 3. Interesting. Yep. Oh, they still take the bleed. Good. Okay, good. Good. Oh, they don't take this at all. They take this. Okay, so they have an overpower for an execute. So Warrior's execute phase is going to be even stronger because so many more of their abilities are they are execute monsters. Like, they already were execute monsters, but they're even more now. Okay. So good. Okay. I need to find 2. Oh my goodness. They do not take Master Tactician. Interesting. And they don't take these bleeds. Okay. So you're not taking the bleeds. Then why are you taking the Fueled by Violence? Oh, dude. Confusing. But they do take Martial Prowess. Okay. That's so confusing. But it is Blade Storm. It is that. Okay. And there's that one. Good. I guess they're taking that because they still have, like, so much other healing stuff. And it's passive, so you don't have to worry about it. So confusing why they do some of these things. Okay, let's see what the other one says. Yep. Ooh, they take Stormbolt instead of Second Wind. That's all good. And then they do not take this. They take that. They take this instead. I mean, what? Okay. If there's, I mean, okay, so that's kind of how you do it. If there's nothing to stun or nothing to interrupt, you can go into healing. But again, they take this throw. But if there's nothing there, you can go into shouts. So I kind of like how there's some change. You can be like, okay, well, there's nothing here of this. We're going to do this. There's nothing here of that. So we're going to do that. So that's kind of nice that you can change those. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I was still wrong because this person said get rid of these 3. They said take these 3. Oh, nice. They take that. Okay, I like this one better. I like that one better. Good. And yeah. Okay, so the bleed apparently is better. Good. This is all the same. This is all the same. Yep. Okay, so the only thing that's really different is this. This is what they think there. This is pretty consistent. So, actually, that's all pretty consistent. Let's do this, because I do like this one better. I like that better. And I like this person's agreement with me better here. Yeah, I like their agreement with me on that one better. Okay. So we're going to do this. Ow. Because I like that. I like the look of that better. Okay. So, at least we were right on which hero talent goes with which style. PvP, or in-game content, so that's good. Alright, let's check protection. I can tell you right now, it's probably Mountain Thane for both. It's probably just Mountain Thane for both, man, because Mountain Thane for Rot is so good. So good. Okay, skill capped. Beautiful. Alright, let's jump into it. Beautiful. Just reset it. Reset all of it. Because I'm telling you, it's probably just this. Hold on, do that. Let's go ahead and load raid. Yep. Okay, reset all of it. Because I'm telling you, I just got a feeling it is going to be Mountain Thane, because Mountain Thane is so good for prot. Okay, battle stance, defensive stance, same stuff. War Machine, Thunderclap, Leech. Good. Yes. Good, good, good. Good, good. Oh, yeah. Rend. Now I kind of agree with going with that one. But I can't because I need that. So I gotta go one of these. Revenge deals 10% more damage. Yeah, you gotta take that. Shield Slam? Yep, gotta take that. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely missing some stuff here. So let's go that one. Because I gotta get that. So I need, okay, so let's see. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay, maybe not the increased rage. Yeah, I mean, I would love to drop Innervate, don't get me wrong. Honestly. I need, what, 3 more? How am I missing 3 more? Okay, something like that, maybe? Now I'm still missing Innervate, or sorry, Intervene. I'm missing Spell Reflect, and I'm missing Stormbolt, and I'm missing Rend. So something's gotta give. I mean, this is also Raid. Yeah, I'm missing. I've got some things mixed up here, but that's okay. There's our Ignore Pain. 1 second, 35 Rage, instant. Fight through the pain, ignoring 50% of damage taken until 8,900 damage has been prevented. Repeated uses of Ignore Pain accumulate up to 41,000 total damage prevented. Demoralizing Shout demoralizes all enemies within 10 yards, reducing the damage they deal to you and generating 20 Rage. Revenge replaces Slam. Swing in a wide arc, dealing 2,200 physical damage to all enemies in front of you. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets, and your successful dodges and parries have a chance to make your next revenge cost no rage. Brace for Impact. Using Shield Slam increases the damage of Shield Slam by 10% and the block value of your shield by 5% for 16 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Not a bad option. Oh, increased armor by 6%. Great. Defensive stand additionally reduces 4% magic damage. Love to see that. Devastate replaces Devastate. Your auto attacks deal an additional 1,300 physical damage and have 20% chance to reset the remaining cooldown of Shield Slam. Beautiful, you'll love to see it. Disrupting Shout replaces Challenging Shout, taunts all enemies within 14 yards to attack you for 6 seconds, interrupts all spell casting within 14 yards, and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 6 seconds, increases the threat you generate against the target by 800%. Definitely good for Mythic Plus. Strategist. Devastate, Thunderclap, Revenge, and Execute have a 25% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Shield Slam. That's crazy. You focus on the target struck by your Devastator, dealing 30% additional revenge damage to them. Only have one target you can focus on at a time. That's probably a good raid one. Brutal Vitality, 8% damage you deal adds to your active Ignore Pain or the next Ignore Pain you activate. Your next Ignore Pain can be increased up to 20,670. Instigate, Devastate deals 20% increased damage and generates 2 rage. Devastator deals 10% increased damage and generates 2 rage. Shield Wall reduces all damage you take by 40% for 8 seconds, max of 2 charges. Damage from Rend has a chance to generate 5 rage, maybe. Best Served Cold. Your dodges and parries make your revenge cost no rage 20% more frequently and increase the damage your free revenges deal by 15%. Revenge increases the damage. What are these goofballs doing over here? Who are you people? We gotta get away from this shack. The damage your free revenges deal by 15% is increased. Revenge increases the damage of your next thunderclap. You have an 8% chance to disrupt magic damage dealt to you, reducing the damage it deals by 50%. Not bad. Damage you take from area of effect attacks is reduced by 2%. Spell Reflection reduces magic damage taken by an additional 10%. Okay, well, we're not running Spell Reflect, so that's not going to work. Increases the radius of Demoralizing Shout by 5 yards. Each enemy hit by Thunderclap reduces the remaining cooldown on Demoralizing Shout by 1.5 seconds up to 4.5 seconds. Oh, nice. Okay, that's nice. Nice. Shield Wall. Okay, well then they're using this one. Gains 1 additional charge and its cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds. That's the one they're using. Shield Wall reduces the remaining cooldown of Shield Slam reduces the cooldown on Shield Wall. That's not bad either. Activating Shield Wall increases your maximum health by 30% for 8 seconds and instantly heals you for that amount. Doesn't look like they're using that. Your Deep Wounds and Rend deal 25% increased damage. Your attacks have a chance to make your next execute be usable on any target regardless of health. It's probably that. Then it's probably that. Blocking an attack deals 1,000 physical damage to the attacker. Critical blocks deal double damage. Generates high threat. Tough as nails. Nice. That sounds cool. Shield Slam deals 15% increased damage and reduces enemies' damage against you by 3% for 9 seconds. Multiple punishments may overlap. Shield Block lasts 1 second. Oh, extra 2 seconds. Defensive Stance reduces damage taken by an additional 4%, and there's Deep Wounds. Okay. Heavy Repercussion. Shield Slam generates 2 more rage and extends the duration of shield blocked by 1 second, or you gain 2% haste for each enemy or ally within 10 yards. Probably that one. I do like the haste one, though. Increases strength by 3% and your critical strike chance by 1. Increases block chance by 8% and block value by 16. Increases stamina by 5% and your haste by 2%. And Avatar. Beautiful. Execute is usable on targets below. Ooh, I don't know if that's worth it. Demoralizing Shout also generates 20 rage and increases damage you deal to affected targets by 20%. Your maximum health is increased by 6%, and every 20 rage you spend heals you for 1% maximum. That's nice. Every 250 rage you spend triggers a violent outburst, causing your next Shield Slam to deal 200% increased damage, generate 50% more rage, and grant Ignore Pain. Execute hits up to 2 additional targets for 70% damage. That is Mythic Plus. Shield Charge. Charge to an enemy with your shield, granting you shield block and dealing 7,600 physical damage and 2,400 physical damage to all enemies. Also stuns the primary target for 4 seconds. Sounds like a Mythic Plus thing. Battle Scarred Veteran. When your health is brought below 30% and you take... When your health is brought below 30%, you take 80% less damage for 8 seconds, and healing you receive is increased by 100%, but it cannot occur more than once every 3 minutes. Whirling Blade. Your attacks have a chance to target a nearby enemy with Ravager for 4 seconds, or Ravager 1.5 minute cooldown. Revenge and Thunderclap deal 50% increased damage while Ravager is active. It's probably going to end up being this one, but I'm going with that. And then Indomitable Brother. So I think that's probably it for... yeah, and then it's probably the same thing. It's probably that, that, and that. We're gonna go with that. That's what we think it is for raid. And then Mythic Plus. What do we think it is? Okay. It's probably not too different. Ooh, I mean, we're not gonna be out of combat that much. Oh man, this one's gonna be rough. Yeah, okay, yes. Good. Maybe not. Good. Ooh, I mean, I gotta give up something else. It's probably gonna be that. That's... Ooh, no. I probably... Hold on. I think I goofed on the raid too. I'm gonna have to check that. Hold on. So I think it's maybe something like that. But hold on, I gotta check the raid because I think I goofed up on... Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, no, he didn't. Okay. Now... Now that's probably Ravager. That's probably it. I mean, maybe that one. Man, I would like to get that one. But I don't think that's too far off. Ooh, not having last stand hurts. We'll have to figure out how to get last stand. Okay, let's check. Probably see if we're close at all. Let's see if we are close at all. Okay. Okay, Mountain Thing buffs your baseline rotation, brings in more rage. Colossus has higher burst damage, but Mountain Thing comes at the cost of less defense value. Mountain Thane is the recommended choice currently, as it outperforms Colossus in all scenarios. Damn, we're good. It's almost like I said, Mountain Thane was going to be best for both again. Because it was best for both last time. Because they cannot figure out how to make Colossus useful. At all. Yep. Colossus just doesn't get used. Okie dokie. So, for Mythic Plus, they do recommend this starting. Oh, they recommend no Intervene. They recommend Stormbolt. Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh, but this is all good. Oh, but I did miss Rend. Rough. Oh, they recommend none of this. Wait, what? None of this. Yes, yes. Good. None of this at all. None of this. That's crazy. Ah, that's why. So yes, yes, yes. Oh, we don't take Revenge. We take Javelinier. Oh, yeah, okay. We don't take the Shouts. Again, with the Shouts. But we do take Stance. So that's very interesting. So we were way off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, you want Rend because Thunderclap. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. Okay, so, and then we take the Stormbolt one. Oh, nice. They don't take this at all. They go this route. But that's the correct one. Beautiful. And they go boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I was right with the options. I just picked the wrong tree. That's great. Or the wrong column, I guess. Okay. Now, ooh, interesting. So they don't take this. Okay. They say heck with magic defense. Good, 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 good. Yes, yes. Perfect. Oh, they take this. Interesting. Good. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I forgot to get rid of that. Okay. They do take Last Stand. Good. Yep, yep, yep. Oh my goodness, chat. Oh, wow. Got that one wrong. Yep, yep. They do take this. Yep, yep. And then, is that Ravager? Oh no, they take Whirling Blade. They don't take Ravager. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I even said Last Stand. So, not bad. Not bad. Considering I don't play Prepatch. Oh, hold on. That was only one. Let's check the other one, see if they agree. So this one's starting off pretty strong. Oh, I didn't change any of it, did I? Did I not change this? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This person says no, 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 because they want this. Okay, so that I'm fine with. I'm fine with changing that. Here, but they get rid of this because they want that. So, okay, I can kind of get behind that. Two, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. I can kind of get behind that. Hey, what's up, C-Myth? How's it going, man? Not much, just working through these classes still, seeing what's changed, seeing what's good, seeing what I want to play. Warrior seems pretty promising, dude. I think Prot Warrior's going to be strong again because it's still Mountain Thing and it's still busted. Yo, what this High Guard game I'm seeing these streamers playing? High Guard. I don't know. Not heard of High Guard. Let's check. High Guard. Oh, this is the shooting game. So High Guard they debuted. Oh, Fury looks like the best. Fury looks like the best of the two DPS specs. But real quick, High Guard was debuted at the Game Awards last month. It's a first-person shooter, so it's supposed to be like Overwatch, Valorant, Halo, something of that. I'm not into those kinds of games, but they probably have all kinds. I mean, it's already mostly negative. It's been out, what, 2 hours, 3 hours? 26% of the 10,600 users have given it mostly negative reviews. Yeah. Oh, it's a 3v3, so it's kind of like, I think it's trying to be like Apex, maybe? Yeah. I when I saw it at the game awards, I was like, nah, I'm not interested in that. But yeah, arms looks to be in an interesting spot. Not sure about arms. I think Fury is going to be the way to go for DPS, but Fury and arms, they're going to be like their whole thing was already execute based, but it's even stronger now because the new talents and trees and stuff give other abilities, so it's not just execute. It's their main abilities are going to also be like usable during execute, doing more damage. So they're going to be even more execute heavy. So you're going to see them probably like middle of the pack. Usually stay one spec only and don't try others. Dude, when it comes to warrior, I cannot play arms. I'm not a fan of arms. I like Fury. I've tried prot. Prot's not bad, but I can't bring myself to play arms. I would just rather play Fury. Some of the things are weird. Like these, I wish resonant voice was used more. Like they give you, your shouts are better and they last longer, which is really cool. So it kind of feeds into that like warrior mentality. But yeah, I think prop warrior is going to be up at the top again. Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course, that's the whole point of Fury, man. That's the best part. You get to dual wield two-handed weapons. That's the coolest shit in the game. It's the whole point, dude. It's so badass. You just become a freaking monster. So there's a build recommended out there that doesn't take... Okay. So this one's probably more of what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably more along the lines of what I was thinking for Mythic Plus style build. Yeah, I think that's still better. Yeah, I think that's probably the better of the builds for... Gonna run Demo Lock to get 1800 set, then quit. Dude, I think Lock's gonna be really good this expansion. I think they're gonna be pretty strong. If you do want to see kind of what I'm feeling so far is like some of these classes, let me pull this up. As of right now, what I'm kind of looking at source, screen, where's my display capture? There we go. Okay. Bin queue. Okay. So right now, from all of the specs and classes that I've reviewed, this is kind of how I'm feeling. So the reason I put Pharaoh low, because I know you're going to ask, at least in PvE, they're running that new ability Chomp at the bottom, and you have to be like energy starved. Yeah, dude, Steam, the people on Steam have freaking just negative review bombed Highguard. It looks so bad. It looks so bad on Steam. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's going to be weak. This is not like how strong I think they're going to be. I think these are what's going to be like decent to play. So for Feral, I don't like the Chomp play style because I like, as an energy class, you don't really want to be sitting low energy. And with this build, you do Chomp at low energy. So it just feels weird. It doesn't sit right with my brain. I also think balance is going to be bad because I don't like the way that they change their eclipses. Like, you don't rotate your eclipses now, you activate it. So I think both DPS specs of Druid are going to be pretty bad. I think they're going to both be pretty bad. I think Holy Paladin's going to be bad. They're still stuck in this like in between of wanting them to be melee damage dealing healers and sit back and cast range spells. So I don't know how they're going to be, especially with how strong Resto, Druid, Resto, Shaman, and Discipline Priests probably are right now. Outlaw Rogue just doesn't. I still feel like it's still kind of in between. I think Sub is actually going to be better than Assassination, but I just like Assassination more. I think they're both going to be pretty good. The changes to Assassination were great. I think Guardian Druid's going to be pretty good. I think Prop Paladin's going to be okay. I think all three mage specs are going to be fine. I think Fire is going to be the worst. I think Arcane ultimately is probably going to still take over. But I think Frost will probably be pretty good. Frost could probably be up here. I think Retribution Paladin is going to be really strong. There's just a lot of good things that kind of flow with their build. So this is just kind of like, yeah, Mage as a whole is usually somewhere in the top. That's why I have kind of all three of them at the top. I think they're going to be good or great. Defensively, they're going to hurt, though. They hurt defensively. But offensively, they're going to be fine. But this is just kind of like looking at what I've done so far, just to kind of see like what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to like track my thoughts while I'm doing this stuff. Okay, so there's that. Let's double check the raid build and see what we got. So dude, I can't believe Prop Warriors are recommending not to take Intervene. I love it. I hate Intervene, but it's just kind of crazy. And they're not recommending Rallying Cry. That's also crazy. I mean, they just want so many things down here at the bottom is what it is. So they're just giving up so much stuff at the top. And they really like this side. They really like that. They really hate this too. Oh, they're not taking... Dude, why would you not take magic defense when that's one of the things you probably struggle with the most? Okay, and this is the raid one. Okay, cool. I just didn't think you would swap those two. Okay, good. Ooh. Oh, I guess that's more of a Mythic Plus talent anyways. Interesting. Kind of crazy what some of these people recommend. Oh, I like that Shield Slam one though. This in raid, why would you do that? I guess because it's with your allies around you too. So, yeah, that's all there. Oh, they do like this one. They do not like Indomitable. Oh, interesting. They do not like that Battle-Scarred Veteran. Oh. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So that's what they recommend for that one. Interesting. Okay, so they keep that. CapCut wasn't recognizing your pro membership last night. Now today it is. Yeah, dude, and the thing is, like, when it's a situation like that, where you're in the mood to like work on that stuff, and then the system itself is being dumb, dude, it gets frustrating. You're like, I don't even want to deal with this anymore. So, like you said, it just kills all the motivation. Oh, so they also recommend this. They do recommend this though. Oh, they recommend getting rid of that. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Okay, so I was not, dude. They do not like these old school warrior ones. Last Stand, Indomitable. Those are like always staple for prop paladin or prop warriors. That's kind of wild. Yeah, they also recommend this. Is this Ravager or Whirling Blades? They recommend Ravager. They say screw it. Interesting. Even worse when I got done, upload it and get 3 views. Yeah. And that definitely stings a little bit too. That does not make it feel any better, dude. It does not make it feel any better. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, prop warrior. They they classify it with single target, excellent, AoE, strong, utility strong, survivability strong, and mobility excellent. It's gonna be so freaking. I think prop warrior is gonna be top of the charts again, dude. Oh, but in this one, they recommend getting rid of this bro, which I think is kind of crazy. I don't know about that. They also recommend this. Oh, but they do go back to recommending that on this one. Okay. They do like that. Oh, they get rid of deep wounds. Interesting. Well, they get rid of this shield specialization, and they pick that up. Interesting. Okay. No. Yeah, I kind of like this. I think we're good with that right there. Okay. I don't think I set up my bars on arms. Did I set it up on Fury? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Dude, I mean, it's so hard to set up Warrior because they're all 3 like crazy different, like bar style. Okay, get rid of Spear because for some reason no build uses Champion Spear. Good. But I need to move that and that. That's there. Rend we don't need because Thunderclap applies it. Revenge is 5. Whirlwind's good. Big defensive. Let's see. Maybe we move that. Big offensive. Execute. Innervate. Get rid of that, thankfully. Get out of here. You terrible ability. Oh, where's Ignore Pain? Yeah, it's definitely Shift 2. Get out of here. Get rid of Champion Spear. It's terrible. Let's see. We'll hold this stuff right here for now. See what we want to do. Rallying Cry not being here is a crazy thing. Battle Shouts, always Shift E. Shift R. Let's move these back here now. Challenging Shout. Taunts all enemies within 2 yards. I don't know where to put that. Dude, there's so many shouts now. That can go there for the throw. I don't know where to put Taunt. That's our health pot. Charge is already there. Avatar is already there. Shield block's already there. Okay. What abilities am I missing? Stormbolt, which is always 11. Rend, we don't need because Thunderclap puts it on. Taking a break from other alts. Yeah, I'm trying to do it now. That way, once the expansion gets started, I can just power level them, see how they feel at max level, and then make a decision on what I'm going to play. Okay, so we got Ravager. We also have Shield Charge. Oh my god, there's so many abilities for prot. Revenge is down there. Challenging Shouts over there. Got to figure out where to put some of these things. Yeah, this is... Dude. Some classes have so many abilities still, and other classes have just nothing, dude. It's crazy. Okay, what do I mean, I guess we put Wrecking Throw there? Maybe. Maybe we investigate that with my other specs. Okay. Ravager? Maybe Shift 5? No, that's... Oh, that's actually Avatar. For Fury. This would be Blade Storm, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll do it that way. That feels fine. Taunt, I gotta figure out where to put that. That's gonna be Control 8, because that's movement. That's an AoE taunt, so we will put... Ooh, actually, let's put that at 4. Because that's Rallying Cry. Oh, no, wrong one. Okay, and we're going to get rid of Bounding Strike for Rallying Cry. You can't, dude, you cannot have a warrior and not have a Rallying Cry. It's their best defensive. Okay, that feels better. E. Let's see. V. Oh. Because I have a battle res with some of my other. Man. It's a lot harder now trying to keep like-minded abilities across classes. Because for Paladin, I have, like, okay, so I have my Shift C as a B res for healers, and then Paladin, but for tank, he also has it, so I can't put taunts on there. So, like, trying to play this freaking 4D chess of trying to keep everything pretty similar so that my brain recognizes, like, whatever class I'm on, this is what this ability does, is getting harder and harder as this game goes on, man. Ooh, it's getting crazy. Yeah, dude, it's getting so much harder, like, with the changes and everything. And then look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 abilities that this game wants to track. Look at that bar. Takes up half my freaking screen. It's crazy. But with them taking stuff out, made it a bit harder now, and seeing a few open keybinds not used to is now throwing me off. Yeah, dude, some of my specs have like this is completely open, but there's some that's like this is open, like it's just crazy what some classes lack now. Like Subtlety Rogue, dude, Subtlety Rogue, I have Shadow Strike, and then I have, Backstab, and then I have like nothing in these like first 5 or these first 4 abilities, dude. Like all of these are gone. It's crazy what Sub Rogue looks like. Demoralizing Shout. Where I guess Shift 7, but I kind of want that like maybe Shift Q. That's my potion. There's nothing on Shift Z. Yeah, that sounds crazy, dude. the only buttons you have on Warlock is Fear, Bolt, and then just the pet. Like some of it's crazy, dude. I'll have to figure out where to put taunt on my tanks. We'll look at that later. But I think for the most part that looks pretty similar to Fury. I know I did not set up arms. Yeah, look at that mess. Look at that hot mess. Jesus. E. Oh, I don't have Rend in this one, do I? Oh, I do. Yeah, okay. I just have to figure out where to put it. Wait. Did something not replace Slam? See, and here's the thing. Like, in both Protection and Fury, Slam is replaced. So Slam isn't an ability for those two. But for arms, it is. So it's like, how do I put Slam in these bars and make Warrior feel consistent? It's just crazy. It's crazy, man. Move that. It just blows my mind. Alright, so there's that. Good, good, good. Nope, that's gotta move. That's gotta move. That's gotta move. That's there. That's there. Good. Good. Alright, that's fine. That moves. That moves. Okay, heroic throw. No shield slam. Screw taunt. Don't care. Okay, that's over there. That's there. That's there. Good. Okay, so that's all okay. Slam. See, here's the thing. I would really like to put Rend on 3. But now I don't know where to put Slam. Oh. Shift 3, Shift 2, Shift E. Man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't have Thunderclap. Get Thunderclap out of here. Alright, there's Sweeping Strikes. There's my AoE button. Yeah, so like I said, I literally only have to find a spot to put Slam. That's it. That's all I have to find. And for both Fury and Protection, I'm running Mountain Thane, which allows me to Thunderclap and apply Rend. So I don't need Rend on my bars. Now with this, I'm not running Thunderclap. And there's no way for me to apply Rend from another ability. Oh, well, if you have Rend, Mortal Strike inflicts Rends on target below 35%. So it's like, you only need Rend until they get to 35%. So it's like, playing these, I'm telling you, man, it is 4D chess to try to figure out how to move all these, because what should happen is that should be Slam. This should be gone. But I have to have something to apply Rend, and I don't. Oh, it's just brutal. I mean, I guess just Shift 7? I don't know. It sucks. Okay, but yeah, so there's that. Okay, so there's Warrior. Oh, no. Back to Fury. We always go back to Fury, man. You're right. Would be great if passive, if Rend was passive. Because look, so in Mountain Thane, you can apply Thunderclap. See how it says inflicts Rend on all targets? Because when you have Rend on Mountain Thane, where'd it go? I thought there was a specific ability that says this is how it works. But I don't know if you even have to have Rend anymore. Like, it might just put Rend on them. Let's test. See what it does. Oh yeah, see, if you know Rend, it inflicts Rend on all targets. So it does turn it into a passive. But Mountain Thane is the only one that does that. And yeah, it's great. But it's only for this one hero count. And then, so one of the big things that has really pissed me off, I'll show you with Fury. Because Slayer was good. But they have done, like, dude, and I know we talk about this all the time because my ass says it all the time. These developers do not play their own game. They don't, okay? Look at this. With the Slayer hero talent, 1, 2, 3, 4 talents in your hero tree require you to take Bladestorm as a talent, okay? They require it. You want to know where Bladestorm is? It is a choice talent with Avatar, one of the most iconic warrior abilities ever in World of Warcraft. So you have to pick Bladestorm or Avatar. And with the way Slayer works, if you pick Avatar, you lose 4. Who is designing these classes? Play your game. Play your own game and tell me that you're designing it properly. Please. It's ridiculous. But what they do is, you go back to Mountain Thane, and then Mountain Thane uses all Avatar stuff. So, during Avatar, Thunderblast extends Avatar. Avatar increases the damage of Thunderclap. So it's like they want you to play Avatar in Mountain Thane, and they want you to play Bladestorm in Slayer. Then build it into the class. Don't make it a talent. Don't make it a talent where you have to pick, because it's not a choice. You are required to do that. If you are going to be required to do something, put it in the actual build. Don't give us a choice, because it's not a choice. It's the whole Shadowlands thing again, where they're like, oh, it's meaningful choice. No, it's not meaningful choice. You guys think it's meaningful choice, but you're actually forcing the players to do something. It's mind-boggling, man. It is just mind-boggling how they think. Dude, I'm so happy. You are correct. It is crazy that it left PTR. The one thing that I'm mad about at myself is that in Dragonflight I did not get the Season 1 Warrior Elite set, because it would be so good for the transmog that I want, and I goofed and I hindered myself. Wait, low chest piece? Why are we ignoring slots here, game? What are we doing? Ignore that. That's fine. You can ignore that. You can ignore that. That's all good. You can actually ignore this slot. Show that. Show that. Okay. Now we go back to sets. Why is it not? What is this game doing? Show equipped. Yeah, we'll see how I feel with Midnight. We'll see how I feel with Midnight about what I'm doing. Why are clear current transmogrifications? Oh, that's cool. Dude, I like that you can purchase outfit slots. So you can have one for each spec if you want to. So that's always nice. But I don't know. Oh, I do know actually. I'm done. Because I don't have it equipped because it's all... There we go. Much better. Beautiful. Okay. Now it won't be ignored because look at how terrible this set is, dude. Look how terrible my guy looks. It's horrible. Okay. Good. Dude, why? Why? What is broken on this? What is broken on this shit that it's not catching? Dude, we're fully equipped. What is going on? Fully equipped. Sets. Game? Hello? We can ignore that slot, that's fine. Dude, what is going on with this? Dude, how does this buggy ass shit go live? Please. Blizzard, come on, man. What is going on? But that one works? What? What are we doing? What are we doing, Blizzard? Please. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and his legs. There we go. Okay, so now he's all decked out. Where is my cloak? Oh, look at it. Now, where are they? Where is this bad boy? There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, Oh, it's too good. Oh, it's just too good. We really are the Fire Lord. Um, oh, can we put enchantments on it? Fell Shatter, Shock Corruption, Unbreakable Resolve, Sinwrath. That looks kind of cool with the red. Oh, it turns that almost invisible. That's kind of crazy. Well, there's the Chronos one. You can barely see that. Can't really see the Nightmare one either. Can't even see Sunfire. Ooh, Blood Drinker looks kind of cool. Or Blood Draining. Gives it that more red effect. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I definitely agree with that statement. Some enchantments do not work well on certain weapons. What is that? Ooh, that Power Torrent looks sick. That actually looks pretty cool. It's like the fire's coming off the blade again. Okay. Um, let's see. Ooh, no. Nope. Maybe. Maybe that one. Ooh, maybe that one. Kind of like that. The chainmail? And the Colossal Dragon Plate doesn't look too bad either. What do we want? I'm kind of straying away from what I was looking for here. There it is, right there. Um, let's see here. There's better legs. No, definitely not those. No, absolutely not. Get out of here. Um, Oh no. I mean, those aren't bad. Those actually aren't that bad. I want that Fire Lord feel to it. So maybe we just stick with that. Ooh. Wait, no, okay, never mind. I mean, maybe we just go with that. I do kind of like it. It kind of looks cool. How do I save this? Save outfit. Save and apply outfit changes. Ooh. I just want to save it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we're going to do that. Okay. So, real quick, we're going to do that. Okay. So we're gonna place, there's arms, there is Prat, and where's Fury? There's Fury. Okay, so Fury, Prat, and arms. Dude, I honestly might try to main Fury Warrior. That thing's gonna be so good. Guardian might not be that high up. Let's readjust that here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Dude, Fury's so fun. It's just so like button mashy. God, he looks terrible. All right, here comes the fun one. Here comes the fun one. Let's look at this BM Hunter. Okay, I don't know how far I'm going to get into this because it's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm not going to be doing too much because I need to jump off here in about 30 minutes, but I do at least want to look at Hunter. Edit mode. Skill capped. Okay. Alright, so delete that. Dude, I don't know what it is. Because I've been sleeping fine. But I just get so tired by like 8:30, dude. And I'm like, eyes are heavy, freaking stumbling through the house and shit. Okay. Just trying to get a few vids out and 100 blood. Need 400 more. Dude, that blood grind is crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. Okay, so we're on the default. Let's get rid of all of this. Get rid of that. Oh, that. Okay. So I feel like, dude, I almost feel like Pack Leader is just going to be both Raid and Mythic Plus. I would love for Dark Ranger to take over, but I feel like it's going to be Pack Leader, man. Rejuvenating Wind. Exhilaration now also heals you for an additional 12% of your maximum health over 8 seconds. Not bad. Hunters need more healing? They got it. Survival of the Fittest reduces all damage you and your pet take by 30% for 6 seconds. You can get up to 2 charges. That's nice. They definitely feel like they're making hunters more durable. Disengage also frees you from all movement impairing effects and increases your movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. All 3 strong starts. Natural Mending. Exhilaration's cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Very nice. Survival of the Fittest gains an additional charge. Okay, so now that's why that max 2 charges is there. Damage taken from area of effect attacks reduced by 5%. I feel like that could be skipped. Wilderness medicine. Min pet heals for an additional 25% of your pet's health over its duration and has a 25% chance to dispel a magic effect each time you heals your pet. I feel like that's probably useful for pack leader, maybe not so much for Dark Ranger. Agility increased by 3%. Who's not taking that? Who is not taking a flat 3% agility? Like, that's just lazy design. Let's come up with something here, developers. Let's put some fun stuff in here, man. Let's put some fun stuff. Dude, that kind of shit is in every build. They're in every spec that I've looked at so far has some nonsense like this. It's like, come on, let's be creative. Let's get the juices flowing. Let's get the juices flowing. Like, put that into the build. Let's take that out. Let's put it right into the build and let's make some fun. Let's make some fun talents here. Cooldown of aspect of the cheat is reduced by 30 seconds. Again, I feel like that could be skipped. You gain 2% more critical strike from critical strike sources. Okay, so one of these two has to get got because you're taking serrated tips. Concussive shot now replaces wing clip. See, this kind of stuff is what I like. I like this style of thinking because wing clip was something that was always there, but it was always melee range. And if you're a Beastmaster or Marksmanship Hunter, you're not going to be in melee range 9 out of 10 times. So you replace that and you give us the range version. This is good. Dazes the target, slowing movement. That's probably more of a Mythic Plus, but Cobra Shot will increase the duration of concussive shot on the target by 3 seconds. That is definitely a PvP talent. Jesus. Dude. That explains why I could not catch up to those hunters the other day, man. They're probably running that nonsense. I hate this game. But we're going to take the improved. So for Raid and Mythic Plus, it's probably this. But because we need that serrated tips. Precision Strikes. Your auto damage is increased by 25%. Again, boring and lazy, but you have to take it. Counter Shot, that's your interrupt. You're taking that. Tranquilizing Shot. That got moved. That used to be over here. Or was it always over here? Am I just dumb? Removes 1 enrage or 1 magic. That is something for Mythic Plus. Not so much for Raid. Movement speed increased by 4%. Okay. When Counter Shot interrupts a cast, gain 30 focused. Not so much Raid. Definitely PvP. And definitely Mythic Plus. Cooldown of Feigned Death is reduced by 10 to 10 seconds. Okay, that's probably not bad. More defensive stuff. Misdirection. I mean, maybe. When misdirect targets your pet, it reduces the damage they take by... Okay, so this is more of a leveling thing. Not really... I mean, Raid sometimes if you're tank struggling, or Mythic Plus if you really think you're going to be pulling aggro, but... Tranquilizing Shot removes 1 additional magic effect from up to 2 nearby targets. Ooh, that's nice in Mythic Plus and PvP. You can remove multiple magic effects from multiple targets. If Tranquilizing Shot removes only an enrage effect, its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds. I don't know how many times you're going to be taking that. Flare's radius is increased by 50%. Okay, so again, maybe a PvP talent. I don't really know where you're going to use that. Like, you're not using that in Raid, and you're not using that in Mythic Plus. Maybe while you're leveling, but what is the point of that? Flare literally doesn't do anything. Exposes all hidden and invisible enemies within the target area for 20 seconds. Dude, okay, look, I can literally make this, dude, I can make this really good, okay? Flare's radius is increased by 50%. Great. While you're standing in Flare, your attack speed is increased by 10%. Took me 2 seconds to think of it. Actually give us something. Like, you know, now it's in Sentinel, so it's probably not going to do it, but like, you know, when you send up Flare, so Flare's radius is increased by 50%. Targets marked by your Flare take 5% increased damage. You know, like you're throwing a flare on him. You're lighting him up. It's easier to hit him. You're doing more damage. Like, spice it up, man. Like, let's have some thoughts. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I don't even play Hunter. I couldn't tell you the last time I seriously played Hunter. And I made 2 better versions than them in 2 seconds. Haste is increased. Yeah, you're taking that. 2% haste, who's not taking that? Tar Trap or Scare Beast. Okay, so pretty much the same stuff as always. For the Tar Trap, target location creates a pool of tar, slowing creatures. 50% reduced movement speed while in the area. And then Scare Beast scares Beast, causing it to run in fear for up to 20 seconds. Okay, so same abilities. I don't know why these two are paired. Like, why is this a choice node? I don't get that. Maximum health is a touch of grass. Maximum health is increased by 10%. Camouflage. Thank you, finally. Yes, we're taking camouflage. Just because it's a iconic hunter ability. But I probably need the talent points. So let's hold off on that. Cooldown of Aspect of the Turtle is reduced by 30 seconds. Great. Kill Command deals 10% increased damage. Fantastic. Cannot be slowed below 80% of your normal movement speed while Aspect of the Cheetah is active. Really? Do I really need that? Probably not. When a trap triggers, gain 30% increased movement speed. Okay, who cares? Movement speed is increased by 30% anytime you have not attacked for 3 seconds. Okay. Now, you're going to have to, in Mythic Plus, you're going to have to take this because you have to take Binding Shot. It's just too good. Damage taken during Turtle of the Aspect is reduced by an additional 20%. Cool. Intimidation, command your pet to intimidate the target. You know, maybe it's good. Wing Clip slows an additional 25%. Concussive Shot slows an additional 10%. Why is this down here? Why is this not like an option up here? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Duration of survival of the fittest is increased by 2 seconds. Perfect. Aspect of the Cheetah's initial burst of speed is increased by 2 seconds. Cool. When your freezing trap breaks, the victim's movement speed is reduced by 70%. Don't care. Cooldown of intimidation is reduced, or intimidation now stuns nearby enemies for 1 second. That's cool. See, now this is a cool thing. That's nice. Mythic Plus, PvP. Cooldown of Aspect of the Cheetah and Aspect of the Turtle reduced by 30 seconds. Hell yeah. So Aspect of the Turtle is reduced by a minute. That's nice. Critical Strike increased by 4%. Who's not taking that? Binding Shot stun duration is increased by 1 second. When an enemy is stunned by Binding Shot, it is dragged to the center. That's nice. Cooldown of Tar Trap and Freezing Trap is reduced by 5 seconds. Dude, they're not listening to me. They're not listening to my video at all. If I was a big content creator, like, here's the thing. They don't even listen to the big content creators. So they're sure as shit not listening to me. People might, sure. People might. But Blizzard's not. And Blizzard's the one that needs to hear it. Emergency salve. Yeah, I mean, true. That's not a bad idea. I do agree with you. Feign Death and Aspect of the Turtle removes poison and disease effects from you. Fuck off, Warlocks. That's a great... Rogues, Assassination Rogues, and Affliction Warlocks can suck it. Yeah, dude, I mean, there's actually easy pickings with some of these classes for videos. Roar of Sacrifice, which instructs your pet to protect a friendly target, reducing their damage taken by 15%, but 50% of all damage taken by the target is transferred to your pet. Lasts 10 seconds or until your pet drops below 25% health. Guardian's Hide. This is new. Your pet protects you at all times, reducing the damage you take by 3%. Your pet receives 100% of the damage it mitigates. Now see? That's nice. We're going with that. Even though Roar of Sacrifice is probably the better one overall, we're gonna try this Guardian's Hide. Then Unnatural Causes. Your damage over time effects deal 10% increased damage. This effect is increased by 50% on targets below 20% health. So every class is getting increased execute. And this feels very boring. The Hunter tree feels very boring. Alright, let's see if Beast Mastery is any better. Kill command. Classic. Give the command to kill, causing your pet to charge your target and savage to deal 1,000 physical damage. Oh. Do we get some adjustments here? Your call pet additionally summons the pet from the bonus slot in your stable. This pet will obey your kill command but cannot use pet family abilities. Solitary companion. Your pet damage is increased by 35% and your pet is 10% larger. Oh, so they're going back where Beast Mastery could just be one. You could be Beast Mastery with just one pet. And it's stronger and larger. Interesting. That's not... Oh, they've always had this? I don't remember that. I don't remember this being a thing. Oh. I just never paid attention. I guess I just always chose Animal Companion. Oh, so they put it in the War Within. Okay. The War Within put that in. Gotcha. Interesting. Barb shot. Fire a shot that tears through your enemy, causing them to bleed for 1900 damage over 12 seconds. If barb shot is reapplied, any remaining damage will be added to the new barb shot. Generates 20 focus over 8 seconds. Perfect. Gotcha. I mean, that kind of sounds cool. Kind of sounds nice. Increased damage. That's probably... The people that are slaves to the spreadsheet are probably going to pick this because 35% damage is pretty good. But I like it. Dude, the whole point of being a Beastmaster is to have a lot of beasts. And why not have your pick of the litter? Like, give me my own pets. We're going with it. Alpha Predator. Kill Commander now has 2 charges and deals 15% increased damage. Fantastic. Dire Beast. Damage from your bleed effects has a 4% chance of attracting a powerful wild beast that attacks your target for 8 seconds. Again, very thematic. That we need more of things like that for Dire Beast. Now I know Dire Beast has been in, but just as an example of what they should keep doing is stuff like this, and what they should stop doing is stuff like this. Stomp. When you cast Barb Shot, your pet stomps the ground, dealing 880 damage to all nearby enemies. Mythic Plus, definitely. Maybe single target. Who knows? Maybe that's the raid build too. Barb Shot deals 10% increased damage, and applying Barb Shot reduces the cooldown of Kill Command by 3 seconds. Yes, taking that. Wild Thrash. Ooh, we actually have 3 abilities. Well, we're definitely taking Bestial Wrath. Command your pet to thrash all enemies within 10 yards, dealing 900 physical damage to them. Damage is increased by 300% if Wild Thrash hits 2 or more enemies. Okay, so that's Mythic Plus, but you have to take it to get down here, so we're taking it. Bestial Wrath sends you and your pet into a rage, instantly dealing 4,000 physical damage to its target, and increasing all damage you both deal by 20% for 15 seconds. Removes all crowd control effects from your pet, not you. But yeah, you always take Bestial Wrath. That's iconic Hunter. Cobra Shot replaces Arcane Shot. Now see, again, another good change. You're getting rid of like button bloat with an ability that was never used, Arcane Shot, and you're putting Cobra Shot over it. That's nice. I like that. Quick Shot, causing 939 physical damage, reduces cooldown of Kill Command by 1 second. After you Wild Thrash, your pet's melee attacks also strike all nearby enemies for 40% of the damage for the next 8 seconds. Deals reduced damage. This is so Mythic Plus heavy, but you have to take it to get down into this section. That feels bad. That feels forced. Because who knows? You might not even need these points. These might not even be... Because it seems like, looking at a lot of these specs, one side of the tree is like Mythic Plus. The other side of the tree is Raid or single target. Or one side of the talent tree is melee and the other side is ranged. They have very much segmented these build styles. And it kind of feels boring. Activating Bestial Wrath grants 1 charge of Barb Shot. Taking that. Bestial Wrath causes all active pets to stomp at 200% effectiveness, and stomp damage is increased by 30%. Okay, that's definitely Mythic Plus. Maybe too many people complained about too much stuff. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what it is. Which is crazy, because 90% of people don't even look at these things. They just go to their favorite website and pick a build that the pros tell them what it is, which I do that too. Like, especially when I'm trying to like raid Mythic at a high level, like, sure, I'm absolutely going to go to people that are like the top, 1% of players. But there's also times where I'm like, I disagree, with what I think they're doing, and I'll switch some talents up. Not all the time, but sometimes. But there are definitely people that they will take the cookie cutter build, they will put it in the game, and then they will never look at their talent tree ever again. And it's like, and then those are the people that are complaining. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to like look and be like, okay, I see why they use that ability, but I like this one. Or I think this combination works better. So I try that out. And like you said, if it doesn't work, cool, then I'll switch it back. But because like that's why right now I'm going through and like building, because so far I've gone through and I've built every class spec how I think it kind of lines up, and then I review and say, okay, what do the people who are considered the best in the game look at? What do they do? And then maybe I adjust my build a little bit. So I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to see what I think and then see, because at the end of the day, they're doing the simulations, they're doing all of these other things. They've done the testing, they've done the math, they talk to the theory crafters, all that stuff. I'm just sitting here guessing at what sounds cool or what I think is strong. So I try to do a little bit of both. Kill command deals increased critical strike damage equal to 100% of your critical strike chance. Yep, taking that. When your pet attacks critically strike, they cause their target to bleed for 6% of damage dealt over 6 seconds. Sounds pretty good. Wild Beast Cleave is active. Kill command now also strikes nearby enemies for 40% of damage dealt. That's a Mythic Plus thing. All pet damage dealt increased by 6%. Who's not taking that? Ooh, reduce. Oh, it must be 2.5. Reduce the cooldown of Bestial Wrath by 60 seconds. Let's hold. Oh, I can't. I have to pick everything. So it's probably 2.5 minutes, and that probably brings it down to 1.5. Barb Shot, critical strike chance increased by 10%, and Cobra critical strike chance increased by 30%. Barb Shot now instantly grants 25 focus. And passive focus generation is increased by 75%. That's really nice. Finally, something to deal with the focus struggle. That's nice. Casting Cobra Shot reduces the cooldown of Barb Shot by 2 seconds. Wait, doesn't Cobra Shot also reduce kill command? Ooh, so Cobra Shot now reduces everything. That's nice. Those are the kind of talents that they need to be doing more of. The Beastmaster side feels good. The Hunter side feels terrible. How do you have a terrible feeling tree here and a pretty good tree feeling so far here? Like, did 2 different people design these? Increases the damage and healing of your pet's abilities by 30%. Increases the effectiveness of your pet's Predator's Thirst, Endurance Training, and Pathfinding passives by 50%. See, we'll go with that. We'll try that. When summoned, Dire Beasts gain Beast Cleave at 100% effectiveness for 8 seconds. I mean, maybe raid, but that sounds more Mythic Plus. Kill command has a 20% chance to also summon a Dire Beast to attack your target for 8 seconds. Beautiful. We take that. All bleed damage dealt by you and your pet is increased by 10%. Cobra Shot critical damage dealt increased by 50% when Cobra Shot critically strikes, refunds 10 focus. That's nice. Auto Shot has a 50% chance to fire Cobra Shot. Now, does that Cobra Shot also do all of the other stuff? Because if it does, that's really nice. Cobra Shot focus is reduced by 5% and its damage is increased. Both of these are good. See, now this is a choice node. This is good. Like, both enhancements for Cobra Shot, really good. This is a tough choice. I'm going with that one because that sounds better. Reduced focus and more damage. But I see the point of the auto shot. Like, that feels good. That is a meaningful choice. We need more of this. Dire Beast lasts an additional 1 second and deals 2 seconds. And oh my god. I've definitely overtaken talents up here because I'm not even into the apex for the main talents, and I have 3 points left. See, now this is good because the Beastmaster Hunter tree, like, you actually have to make some choices. That feels good. Like, yeah, it's going to suck to lose some, but it's a good tree because it's making you think about what you want to do. Barb Shot has 25% chance to cause your pet to use its special attack and deal 50% bonus damage. Like, that's sick. Oh, nice. See, this is cool. Summoning a dire beast 6 times summons the Horn of Valor. Summoning either Hottie or Fenrir to battle. Hottie increases the damage of all your pets by 4%, and Fenrir pounces your primary target, inflicting a heavy bleed that deals 4,000 damage over 8 seconds and grants you haste. We're absolutely taking that, dude. That's the coolest talent I've seen yet. That is the coolest talent I've seen yet in Hunter. And it's I know I'm only on the first one, but that's a sick talent. That is so cool. It's thematic. It's powerful. It makes you feel like a Beastmaster. It brings in old stuff. Like, who designed the Beastmaster tree? Because they surely didn't design the Hunter tree. But that person on the right side, they need a raise. Give them more. Increases the attack speed of your active pets by 20%. Like, dude, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more talents that I've not even read yet, and I'm already out of talent points. Like, this is a good tree, man. Like, this seems fun as hell. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Now, I still only have 1, and that's kill command damage increased by 15%. So yeah, we're taking that. Okay, so let's get rid of the bleed stuff. Let's see. Bleed. Okay, so we got rid of bleed. Oh no, that's fine. We're keeping that. I don't care. Bleed. Man. A bleed build does seem real strong because you got Dire Beast, you got Barb Shot, you got Fenrir. Kind of sucks. I would like to do that. Bloodshed. I would really like to have the bleed stuff. Man. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the Brutal Companion. As much as that sounds good, I can't. I don't have enough talent points. Summoning a Dire Beast grants 0.5% haste for 8 seconds. That sounds great too. Bestial Wrath provokes your pets to tear into your target, causing your target to bleed. Again, another bleed, but Bloodshed is so powerful. Kill command damage is increased by 10%, and Barb Shot lasts 2 seconds longer. Yeah, who's not taking that? Okay, dude. Who designed this tree? Give them a raise, give them the corner office, and let them design more classes. Because this is the tree I'm talking about. This is what we love to see. There are so many good talents, there's so many cool things, and it just feels good. And we are getting rid of Wild Thrasher. We do not need to go down this side. These are gone. Because I want this, because while Bestial Wrath is active, Cobra Shot resets the cooldown on kill command. That's great. Each time Barb Shot deals damage, the cooldown of kill command is reduced by 0.5 seconds. Again, another freaking cool thing. You're just, dude, like, that's why this, where'd the focus one go? Where'd the focus thing go? That's why this, Pack Tactics, is such an important talent. Because you're going to be burning through so much focus because everything's just going to be schmoving. It is just schmoving downtown. Dire Beasts will now obey your kill command, dealing its damage at 30% effectiveness. That has to be a guy. I've got to get rid of something. I mean, dude, do we maybe get rid of... I can't. Because I gotta have... Okay, so now here's the good thing. I've maximized this. Because if I get rid of that, I can't even go further. So I've used too much here. So now I'm struggling. Do I get rid of that? So I can pick that up? Okay, so that's Stomp. So that's fine. We don't want that one anyways. Bestial Wrath causes your Barb Shot to deal... I mean, that one sounds good. But, you know, I don't have enough. What does this do? While Bestial Wrath is active, your pet's critical damage is dealt is increased by 35%. Okay. That's what we're going with. That abomination of a Beast Mastery tree, because there's 100 good talents that sound fun as shit, I might play a hunter. Dude, okay, I know I was bitching about Beastmaster Hunters the whole time we were doing arenas, but I get why people are playing them. They're strong as shit, they sound fun, it's thematic, you get just hunter pets everywhere. Dude, hunter sounds fun as shit. I'm just gonna do this right now. Where's my freaking, where'd it go? Bookmarks. BM sounds incredible. Where is the Beast Mastery? Yeah, you are going right up at the top. Dude, if they keep it this way, I might main Hunter because that sounds fun as shit. It's going at the top. Number 1. Yeah, you did say it, and you're right. You should, because this seems fun as hell. And, I mean, we have, like, dude, and the thing is, Dark Ranger probably plays more into, like, poisons and bleeds and stuff. I didn't even look at Pack Leader, which is probably going to be the best one, because Pack Leader is going to build into all this other stuff. Black Arrow, you attempt to finish off a wounded target. There's our kill shot. Dealing 2,000 damage and 2,400 shadow damage over 8 seconds. Only usable on enemies above 80% health or below 20% health. Okay. Your auto shot now deals shadow damage, allowing it to bypass armor. Auto shot damage is increased by 100%, which kind of plays into that auto shot. You're right. We don't know what the set bonuses are yet. And we don't have the Apex talents. The Apex talents could be insane. Like, there's still 4 talent points. So who knows? Maybe the Apex talents aren't as good because the tree's so good and you don't take those, so you get 4 more talent points somewhere. Like, Beastmaster has a lot of potential. Kill Command has a 20% chance and Barb Shot has a 50% chance to grant Death Blow. The cooldown of Black Arrow is reset. Your next Black Arrow can be used on any target regardless of their current health. See? That's what I'm talking about. Because with this build, you're going to be spamming Barb Shot and Kill Command so much that you're going to get a bunch of Black Arrows. We're taking that. Black Arrow now explodes in a cloud of shadow and sulfur on impact, dealing 1,200 shadow to all enemies within 8-yard cone behind the target. Hold off on that one. When summoning a Dire Beast, you have a 10% chance to summon a Dark Hound that deals significantly increased damage. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're going with. Casting Black Arrow has a 15% chance to grant Death Blow. Okay, so we're taking this one and we're taking that. 100%. I don't even care what this is. 20% increased damage to enemies affected by Black Arrow's periodic damage. No, that sucks. That's cool. We're doing that one. Black Arrow can reset itself. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Exhilaration grants you 3 seconds of Survival of the Fittest, and Survival of the Fittest activates Exhilaration at 50% effectiveness. More defensive. That is a rogue hero talent. Rogues also get that, where Evasion gives you magical damage reduction and Cloak of Shadow gives you physical damage reduction. So I see the parallels where they're going here. Dark Chains. While in combat, disengage will chain the closest target to the ground. That sounds cool. While in combat, disengage releases a fan of shadow daggers, dealing 2 shadow damage per second and reducing affected target's movement speed. That sounds cool, but the Dark Chain sounds way cooler. Wailing Dead. Bestial Wrath summons a Dark Hound for 15 seconds after casting Bestial Wrath. Bestial Wrath is replaced with Wailing Arrow. That's a throwback. That Wailing Arrow was a long time ago. An old ability that they're bringing back. Fire an Enchanted Arrow, dealing 6,800 shadow damage to your target, and an additional 3,400 shadow damage to all enemies within 8 yards of your target. Non-player targets struck by a Wailing Arrow have their spellcasting interrupted and are silenced for 1 second. Great. You fire 2 additional Black Arrows during Withering Fire's barrage. Beast Cleave and Kill Cleave damage is increased. That's cool. You fire 2 more Black Arrows. That's awesome. Very thematic for a Dark Ranger. Black Arrow and Black Powder, critical strike damage is increased by 10%. All pet damage is increased by 6%, and Dire Beast damage. Yeah, this, absolutely. Kill Command causes your Dark Hound to Shadow Thrash, dealing 1,400 shadow damage up to 8 nearby enemies. And Withering Fire, okay, which is what this says. During Withering Fire's barrage. Bestial Wrath causes you to surrender to darkness, granting you Withering Fire for 10 seconds and Death Blow. Withering Fire casting Black Arrow fires a barrage of 2 additional black arrows at nearby targets, and this gives you 2 more. So you, oh no, that might already play into that. So do you fire 2 or sorry, do you fire 3 or 5? Because that either way, it sounds cool. At nearby targets at 50% effectiveness, prioritizing enemies that aren't affected by Black Arrow's damage over time effect. Dude, this sounds sick. This sounds crazy, and we haven't even looked at Pack Leader yet. Like, this sounds so cool. This sounds freaking awesome. Where's Bestial Wrath? Does it turn me into the Banshee like it did for Sylvanas? Yes, it does. Oh, it does. It does. Dude, where are my keybinds? Oh, there it is. Okay. What we got? Oh, and it is, dude, and they actually let you get Bestial Wrath on a 30-second cooldown. There's no way. And you become the Banshee. BM Hunter might be the main, man. It honestly might. Okay. But that's where we're going to end it. It's been our 3 hours. It's 9 p.m. I got to start getting ready for bed. Thanks, C-Myth, for hanging out, dude. Appreciate you as always, man. We'll game it up here in a couple days too, because I think didn't you say you're on your 7-day break? So cool. So we'll game it up. But back to work tomorrow. We had all that snow and shit, so we had a day off, which was cool. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate you. Thursday you will be cool. All right, that sounds good, dude. That works. Nope, that works. Once you're on your 7-day break, man, hit me up. We'll game it up. But everybody else, thanks for coming. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks everybody for hanging out. If I see you later, cool. If you don't, I understand. Hope you have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week. And